Every patch of grass has the potential to become a skyscraper. All it needs is to be put under construction. Welcome back to the very first episode of Under Construction SA for 2022. Boss. Yes, we're coming to you live from M Studios in Johannesburg, and I am not alone. Ironic, how are you doing?
I'm good, bro. That's quite the intro, man. I wouldn't even get... And I'm sitting here trying not to laugh, bro. I'm like, okay. My dude is calling me a patch of grass, man. I don't know. Okay. It's chilled, though. It's chilled.
No, but you get what we're saying, man.
No. Do you, bro? Do you?
If you haven't subscribed on the channel, please click on that subscription button and like. And as I said, I've been following you, bro, for a while now. I think a little over a year. I've seen you do The Mandate, Reading the Room. You know, I've seen you doing radio in East London, man.
Yeah.
So, to the people who don't know you,
Yeah.
just let us know who you are, where you're from, and what are you about.
Well, firstly, my name is, what's up, everybody, to my fans, to people who know me like that, you know what I'm saying? To the people who support this patch of grass, this is your boy, Thobinceba Gqabiya, part of the East himself, king of Southern Streets, who else, the only boy who drinks his Fanta, just like James Bond, shaken, not stirred. And of course, I'm from East London, bro. Well, I was raised at Pofolo. Shout out to Pofolo people, which is called Fort Beaufort. But I am from East London. I lived quite of my life in East London. And I think my creative growth started in East London. Yeah.
Wow. So, can you describe how East London is like growing up there? Can you give us just a picture of how is it like growing up in East London?
Depending where you're from, and if you're from Southernwood, you know what I'm saying, it's a different living from living in Beacon Bay.
Okay.
Different from wherever you're staying. But East London is basically a big community. I like to say that East London is like a big school. You know what I'm saying? If you go to school and you're popular because you play soccer or something, rugby, or maybe that guy who raps, right? The whole of East London kind of knows who you are. So there's kind of like, if you're an artist, people see you. And people know about you, and people are like, oh, you're that guy who does this. So East London is its own big city, but like it's small enough for people to kind of appreciate you for what you do, you know? So yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So I want to get to know the name Ironic.
Okay.
How did that come about? I'm assuming it's a stage name.
A lot of people assume that. I'm trying to get it on my ID though. I'm in the process right now of putting Ironic Gqabiya on my ID, but it's not. My name is Thobinceba Gqabiya. I'm not even used to saying that. I don't even like when people call me Thobinceba. I don't like it. For a long time, people didn't even know what my real name was because everybody called me Ironic. Where did Ironic come from? Firstly, well, I'm a nerd, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a movie nerd, all that stuff. So I always... When you wish that you're something more. As a kid, man, I was kind of the quiet kid. A lot of people don't see that in me right now, but I was a very quiet kid, very shy. I didn't speak much, bro. I was very, like, quiet. And for me, when I watched cartoons and stuff like that, and I saw Clark Kent turn into Superman, you know, or Bruce Banner turn into the Hulk, it's like these people who are kind of, like, quiet, have the glasses, they're kind of nerdy, but they're capable of literally being Superman, you know? And Ironic is literally the birth of that idea. For me, I feel like Ironic is superhero me. It's me. It's the greatest version of myself. And Thobinceba is I'm just Thobinceba at home. But like the minute I leave the door, the minute I step out, the minute the camera switches on, I am Ironic.
Oh.
Yeah.
So are you still the shy guy, the one that was still...
I'm very shy, bro. Like people don't know this. I'm very shy, eh?
It's crazy.
Even now, because I'm smiling and laughing, I can't help but laugh and smile in situations. Like I can't help it. It's just who I am. Yeah. But I'm very shy, bro. People don't understand that I'm actually a very quiet and shy person.
Because I met you today. That's what people don't know. But you never gave me those vibes that you were shy. You were talking the whole time.
Because I'm ironic now.
So it's a character you put on.
It is a character, bro. It's very much a character. I'm on this radio show right now, and they always complain that when I arrive, I arrive as ironic. Yeah. So I'm there, hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, Thobinceba. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the things, radio. The minute 10 o'clock hits, that's when the radio show ends, right?
Yeah.
The minute we finish our show, I'm like this. I just go quiet, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then I become very shy. And people don't understand, like, where does that come from? I'm like, dude, like, as a person, I'm very shy. And that's just who I am. But I can turn it on and off, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's not weird. I know a couple of people because I'm in the.
I mean the greats, aka, you know what I'm saying, Caesar Lomo. I think
Casper
know,
in your vest, yeah, definitely
no,
the greatest of all time.
Can you please
Filled up domes.
Can you please realize that I didn't say Casper in your
Just did a
vest?
boxing match.
And he got beat, dog, because it's China beat, dog. You know what I'm saying? shout out to Knack Music. That's my guy right there.
Yo, AK, I love you. I want to have you on here. There's no hate. There's no beef between me and you, but I love Casper more.
Don't. I'll walk out right now, bro. I will walk out right now. This is Team Legacy all the way.
But then, on a different note, I just want to know, man, when did you first come across the mic? When did you first come across, like, to become someone that's going to be on radio, someone that's going to be a creative, someone that's going to be doing comedy?
Man, I love the story, actually. I love telling stories about myself, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no. You know what? Because I was such a shy person and people didn't realize the potential that I had, no one actually kind of gave me a chance. So, like, in drama class, when I'd be like, Ish, I don't know if I want to go. And, you know, sometimes you want to do something, but you need somebody to be like, no, come. Mm-hmm. No one really gave me that thing. And they were like, Wena, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of needed that push, bro. So one day, man, I won't say which place, but there was this, like, talent show kind of vibe, right? And I was already like, I was already like 15, 16, you know, I was kind of already oldish. I'd write songs for myself, you know, I'd act in my room, I'd present to the mirror, but people didn't really know that side of me. People didn't know ironic yet. As much as I was kind of calling myself ironic, I wasn't confidently saying my name was ironic because I wasn't doing anything arty. You know, so one day, shout out to Mr. K, love you, man. He told me that there's this, like, kind of competition, talent show kind of happening at his situation, right? And he told me, like, you said you're a rapper, right? And I'm like, I mean, and I wasn't confidently saying I'm a rapper, bro. You know, I wasn't confidently saying I was anything. I was like, yeah, man, I guess I rap, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, man, come to the things, right? So basically what happened was me and him wrote a song together called Keep God on the Phone. And I remember the beat we chose was a beat pop, like this. It was 80s. It was lame, bro. It was very lame, right? That's the beat we chose. And I wrote a verse to that, but I wasn't confident, man, in it. And the show was like in 2 days, right? So the day before, I tell him, yo, bro, listen, I'm not confident with this beat. Let's get a J. Cole beat, a very chilled beat. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So we got a chilled beat, and it was like angels singing in the background. Very chilled, bro. So the more would come on the words, right? More like expression on the words. So I wrote a verse and I was so confident. I memorized it, everything. And then the day before the show, bro, I was like, hey, man, I don't want to do this anymore. I got super scared, super nervous, right? Because, like, you're going to be performing in plus minus 2,000 people. I haven't performed in front of my friends yet, and now you expect me to perform in front of 2,000 people? There was no way I was going to do that, bro. Yeah. So I called him the day before. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to. I told him, nah, dog, I'm not doing this. Yeah, nah, I'm sure. And then he was like, what? And then he mized me, like, he hung up because he was like, we're not doing that. He picked me up on the day, bro. He picked me up on the day, brought me to the event place, and he said, you're doing this. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, I'll stick by you the whole way, right? And he lied. He did not stick by me the whole way. We sat down and he had to go, like, set up the event and stuff like that. So people are, like, filling up now. The seats are being filled up. I see, like, people, my peers are sitting there. And people are asking me, oh, are you here to watch the show? I'm like, yeah, I'm not performing at all, bro. I'm here to watch the show, dog. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I sat there and I'm nervous. I want to vomit. And then he comes to me. He sits next to me. Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I couldn't be. I'm like, no, it's fine. At least you're here now. And he says, actually, you're performing after that person. And the place is full. The place is full. And I'm thinking, I can't do this, dog. And I tell him right there, and I hold him. And I'm like, bro, I can't do this. I'm sorry. Like, I please call my mom. I promise you, I said, please call my mom, bro. Because I said, I can't do this. There's no way I'm doing this, bro. And I think, again, he ignored me in saying that. He goes to the stage. He stands there because the way he was gonna stand there, and I was gonna come and kind of rap to him. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what happened is I'm gonna rap, then he's gonna answer me. I'm like a frustrated kid who's rapping, representing kids, and then he's gonna come as an adult rapping. So he's on stage and I'm supposed to go to him, to the stage. And he's there and they're like, now performing Mr. K and Iconic? Mind you, it's ironic, bro. It's iconic as they're reading this and as people, and I remember this, bro. As I'm sitting there in the crowd, there's like an artist section, but because I have this thing of I'm not an artist, bro. I'm sitting within the crowd and they're like iconic and people are going, iconic? I was a flop alone already, he's coming with iconic.
Yeah.
And I remember walking up there, I'm shaking, bro. They give me the mic, I start doing this to the mic, bro.
Damn.
I start doing this, dog. I literally, dog. You know what I'm saying? I hold it. I get to the stairs of the stage and it feels like I'm going up, bro. And I step. The minute I touch the stage, bro, when I tell you that nervousness was gone. And I feel like that was the day I was born as ironic. I step on the stage, I blank out. The minute the performance is over, I literally standing ovation, bro. Standing, whatever the word is, standing. I leave the stage, I go to like the background place. A lady comes to me crying. She tells me, yo, man, your words touched me. Crying, dog. Like, yo, bro, you saved my life. And that was the first time I ever did anything. And Ironic was born that day.
This is your first
And I was
time.
egotistical
People are
the whole time. Like, people cry. When I rap, people cry.
Yeah.
The whole time after that, dog, you couldn't touch me, bro. I was never nervous again. And because of that, the next performance, because I came with that mindset of that I'm the GOAT, I'm the whatever, I flopped the next performance.
Damn. That's a good story, man. I'm assuming Mr. K, is he your mentor?
At the time, he was, and
He
still
was
is. It's just that I'm in Joburg, he's in East London, obviously,
Okay.
so we don't get to see each other. But he was definitely like a mentor, big brother to me, and I'm going to be a mentor to his son who's born. Shout out to you, brother. You know?
So, with that being said, what would you say, how important is it for one to have mentors in their life, man? How important is that?
It's super important because certain people have gone through this life thing before you. It's very easy for us to kind of think like I know it all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I realized a long time ago that you can't have this thing of I know it all. And you have to ask questions, but you have to have like experiences with people who've done this before you. People who've gone the road you go in and made mistakes.
Yeah. Very
So you have to look at their mistakes and like, okay, I can't make that same mistake that he made or this. And then they'll also tell you, also like, yo, don't do this. Don't get distracted by that and that. And I'm not somebody who's afraid to ask for advice, bro. I'll ask for advice. I don't like getting advice when I didn't ask for it. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people like, because the thing is, I look like 15, dog, when I'm 21. You know? And people will come up to me, you know what you should do, young boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like getting advice, bro, when I didn't ask for it. But I'm not somebody who's scared to ask for advice. So a mentor is it's needed, bro. It's needed.
Very, very important. Another thing about mentors that I know to the crowd that's out there is that they're able to open doors that you wouldn't have otherwise walked in if they were not there. Because they some of them have access to what we don't have, especially when you are still under construction, you know. So
Wow.
yeah, it's really, really important. Like,
Hi, the self-plug, bro. It's like under construction. You know, it's like, okay.
no, like look at it. Even if you look at, I'll use hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, you need a cosign. For Nasty C, it was that Juice Bag remix that introduced him to the whole of South Africa, to that level. You look at someone like Uncle Vinny, what Ricky did for him, what Major League did for him.
What Drake did for
Ricky.
Uncle Waffles.
No, Uncle Vinny.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Nah,
I got Uncle Waffles on my mind, dog, all the time.
Or is
so-
it because Drake just posted her on his Insta?
He did, yeah. I saw that.
That's
I
big.
saw that.
Shout out to Uncle Waffles.
I don't know how I'd react if I was like Uncle Waffles' boyfriend, though. Like, you know? Next thing you know, Drake is... Because we don't know what else is happening, you know what I'm saying? Drake is probably in the views as well, you know? So what if Drake is like on the comments there, you know what I'm saying? No, come to the mansion real quick.
Anyway,
When
guys,
you ain't got a mention, dog. No, I ain't got a
these
mention.
views, I know that's
I ain't got a
with-
6 mansion, dog, you know?
With under construction. These are his views. We are not involved. We love you, Uncle Waffles. Shout out to you and what's happening. We are proud and happy for you. Other things,
We all happy.
Ironic and the reading room.
We all happy. We all happy.
Man, I want us to jump into now. We see that you're from East London. Now
Yeah.
you went on stage. When does the mandate happen? When does your podcast, the mandate, start? How does it start? When does this happen?
it's so sore to talk about the mandate, but I will, cause whatever. uh, the mandate happened, bro, and I just want to like clarify here. My first love is acting.
Okay.
I was first an actor, then I went into rap, and then I went into podcasting slash radio. Right.
Okay.
I think podcasting and radio is what brought us to Joburg. That's what people were like. Oh, okay, you. I think because like there's 1,000 rappers, there's 1,000 actors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there was also 1,000 presenters and podcasters. But they were like, no, man, but there's something special about your podcast. There's something special about your voice, the way you present and all that
True.
stuff. So for us, podcasting was what kind of put us on the map somehow and brought us to Joburg and stuff like that. And people were like, no, man, come to Joburg. We'll make sure you get this and that. The way the mandate started, bro, is me and that guy. Me and that guy.
That guy now.
Hey, he's that guy, dog. So me and that guy, right? We would have conversations amongst ourselves, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd look around and people are listening to our conversation.
Okay.
People like were really like intrigued is a very big word, by the way. Shout out to y'all, man. People were really intrigued and fascinated,
Yeah.
and blown away. Okay, blown away is not a big word, but whatever. People really loved our conversations. So one day that guy comes to me and he's like, yo, bro, let's do a podcast, right? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Let's try it. We do the podcast, bro. People start liking the podcast. People we looked up to were kind of like, yo, man, this is a really dope podcast, man. Like people you've seen on TV, and it's like you never thought you'd be able to touch this person. Is kind of like, hey, you have a dope podcast, and they're acknowledging you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
So the podcast was a great platform, man, and it's given me so many opportunities today. It's taught me a lot about podcasting, about radio, and I owe a lot of it to a lot of what I have now to the mandate and to that person that I started the podcast with, man. Shout out to him, dog. You know what I'm saying? As much as I'm calling him the other guy, that's just because I like drama, dog. But really, I respect that person, and I'm glad we did a podcast. I still listen to it to this day because it's gold.
Okay.
It's a master class on podcasting. Please listen to the episode. It's called We're Not Dead. I think that is one of the perfect podcasts ever. That podcast should win an award. That episode should win an award of podcasting, bro. You know?
Okay.
But hey, man, bad things happen sometimes, Sometimes things don't work out, Same with relationships. Certain things don't work out.
Yeah.
And when we came to Joburg, it just... Yeah, hey, yeah.
Besides, I don't want to necessarily right now speak on your relationship. I just want to know
my bad.
the mandate.
Not me pouring out my trauma to you. What if I needed a friend to be like, hey, man, I'm not okay.
No, we can do that off camera.
And when you're shutting me down, like,
do it.
no one cares about your pain, ironic. It's fine, dog.
It's not that we don't care about your pain. We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I just wanted to find out how it started. And yeah, man, it's interesting how it started because you wouldn't think it just started out of a conversation that you guys were having.
Yeah.
And next thing you find yourself as a podcast.
And can I just say, bro, we started with literally this phone, dog. We started with this phone. You know what I'm saying? We'd both record from his phone from wherever he is. And it was in COVID at the time.
Okay.
And I remember my mom wouldn't let us. My mom is I was about to like say my mom is a hater, but I'm just joking. She finances my everything. That's a joke. That's a joke, old lady. But we started from a phone and it was COVID time. So my mom wouldn't let us record in the same place. Mm-hmm. Right? So we thought that was the end of the podcast. Gandhi, there's this cool thing called Anchor. If you guys want to start a podcast, please jump on that, man. Mm-hmm. So we would record from different places. And that's just literally how it began. And now we got to places where we record literally at Amp Studios. And right now I'm so thankful to God, to say that I kind of have like a mini studio in my room. That just shows that just start, guys.
From the phone.
Just start.
To a mini studio.
Even now, I don't know where I got the money to have a mini studio. Mm-hmm. I don't even know where I got the... I still don't remember. I don't remember. It's just start and you'll see yourself in a crazy place.
I think you just speak to the camera and tell someone who wants to start a podcast, who wants to start a business, who wants to start something.
Let me do a motivational video first. Are you a teen? Are you a teen looking to be big? Do you want to follow your dreams? Start today.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, man. you are comedy. Like literally, you are comedy.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Man. You are in East London. You start the mandate, and you are recording on your phones during COVID.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, as I'm watching, I start seeing big celebrities. I start seeing Oblakey,
Yeah.
Miss Cosmo. I think you did the Goliath Brothers.
Yo, that was crazy.
I think Tafaya was also there.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. How did you get to those people? How were you able? You are in East London. You're not in Joburg. How does a boy from East London?
I need John. I'm not talking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Yo, man, those are all. I think all of those interviews have their own separate stories. I mean, we'll tell them one day. But like, we really took advantage of COVID, bro, and God's timing as well. That's the thing about God's timing. God will place you in a room, but you have to go to the person and be like, I'm here because I was sent. God will put you in a room, bro, you know what I'm saying? But if you didn't like speak up to the person that you were meant to speak up to, nothing's going to happen. So it worked on God's timing and us seizing the opportunity, bro. So in COVID, a lot of celebrities were doing lives, bro. They were going live just to like, hey, man, we can't really perform right now. We can't do this. So the only way to interact with people without like spreading this virus is let's go live on Instagram. Let's go live on Twitter. I don't think Spaces was out yet.
It was not out yet, yeah.
So what I do is I would literally wait for a celebrity to go live. The minute they went live, I'd press invite so I can join their thing. And I had these headphones that didn't even work, and I'd put them on, and I had this like mic thing, right? A situation. Also, it wasn't the best quality, but it looked like a mic and professional headphones. So the minute they would add me to the live, normally they'd add fans to the live, and the fans would go, "Oh my gosh, I love you, dun, AKA you're my favorites, man. I don't really like Casper because of you." They'd say whatever they'd say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would jump in and I'd be like, AKA, tell me about your life, where you grew up. And they'd be like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, it's an interview, dog. Go in. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
And dude, they would love that. They would be like, yo, man, they would kind of like, I don't want to say they DM'd me, but they would kind of like, they would stop what I'm doing, right? Around the end of the interview, and they'd be like, that was dope. What you did was amazing. And yeah, that's how like we got like certain interviews. Some people would just emailed and be like, yo, man, can we come through? And the thing about like getting people to come on your podcast and stuff like that is there's 1,000 people doing what you're doing, right? It's just
true
about the quality that you do something in. As something as small as an email can break boundaries, bro. Because a lot of people are sending emails to their favorite celebrities and be like, yo, but please feature me on this track. You know what I'm saying? I have to feed ban. People hear 1,000 sob stories every single day. So when you come with an email that's proper, that has a headline, that has like a proper thing of, hello, how do normally emails? I hope you're having a good day. Whatever, dog. The proper way to do an email. Research these things. Google how to send an email, how to like word it, how to use proper words. You can look different from the other people that are doing this. And people will be like, I want to work with you simply because your email was good. That's how we got the Goliaths, bro. The Goliaths literally just thought you sent a fine email and we're willing to work with you. Literally, dog. So even if something seems so small, do it to the best capability, bro. Because there's 1,000 people who are not.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just the small things, just like an email.
An email, bro. I promise. A good email is what got us like 45% of our interviews.
Yeah. I'm here thinking that emails don't get you anywhere. I won't lie. Because
hey, man. I don't know what kind of emails you send. But look, when you're sending an email like it's WhatsApp, that's your problem.
I know, man.
You're like, hey, dog, so what? Nice status. Yeah, bro. You know, that's the thing, dog.
I love what you're doing out there.
Shout out to you, bro, you know?
Pull up on under construction.
Exactly, dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you do the mandate. You guys come to Johannesburg, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask you, what was your first impression of the city of gold?
Okay, so we came to Joburg twice, right?
Okay.
We came as a trial run first just to prove to like the parents back home. But okay, so we're going to go to Joburg for like, it was supposed to be 2 weeks. We stayed for like a month. It was just to show the parents that, yo, guys, we're gonna go Joburg, and if we fail, when we fail, we're not gonna come back. With me, the other guy, he had his own situation. With me, my parents gave me a year. They said, "Hey man, the school thing, you're not taking it seriously. You're not attending any of your classes. You're not doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're not listening when we talk about you about school, and you're podcasting all the time. You're doing this, doing that. Fine, let's take you out of school, but we're giving you a year. And if you do nothing in this year, you have to dedicate 5 years of your life." And I was like, what kind of maths is that? Imagine encouraging your child to do maths.
Yeah.
But their maths is, if you fail in 1 year, you must do school for 5 years.
Yeah.
I was like, dog.
Crazy.
It's not adding up. But I was like, challenge accepted.
Okay.
Because I believed in, dude, coming to Joburg and leaving school for a podcast, that's crazy. That's unheard of, bro. Many people have like done it for music and other stuff, but for a podcast, that's unheard of, bro.
You're right.
So they gave us a year, and they were like, if you can do this in a year, dog, we won't even complain anymore. We won't say, are you doing homework? You know, when you're recording, no one's going to ask about these things. So we had a year, and we came to Joburg the first time, did a trial run. Luckily for us, because of AMP Studios, shout out to Paul, big love to Paul. Because of people like that, we had such a great time in Joburg, and we accomplished so much work, so much networking. A lot was done. I did stand-up comedy for the first time. It was an amazing experience. There was so much that we did. We went back home. We're like, okay, parents, this is what we did. You can see that there's potential here, you know. Even they could see, even them. So they were like, okay. And then me and that guy had a conversation, like, let's move to Joburg. We don't know how we do it. We booked the bus before we had a plan. We were like, okay, on this date we're going to Joburg. Doesn't matter what happens. and then I told my mom that, yo, man, so can I want to move to Joburg. And she's like, do you have a plan? Of course I have a plan. Mom, do you think I wouldn't have a plan? And then like, when are you going to Joburg? It's like, we haven't thought of a date yet. Mind you, it's like in 10 days, dog, we're going to Joburg. It's booked. And we've told the people there that, oh no, we're coming. So yeah, man. And then we came. And then just life happened, bro. But you know, I think we're both in good places right now. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
I don't know where to put my arm. Should I just? But yeah. And mind you, I don't normally do interviews with hoodies on, just my hair. I don't cheat on my barber, bro. And my barber is all the way in Eastern Cape. So I shout out to him. I don't cheat at all, bro.
So you cut your hair all the way in the Eastern Cape?
I got an afro under this, bro. I'm telling you. Dog.
So how many times you cut your hair in a year? If that's the case.
In a year?
Yeah.
My hair doesn't even go that much. So it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say that number. I feel like that's too personal, bro. But yeah.
Damn, you cut your hair all the way. Eastern Cape is far from Joburg, bro.
It's not that far.
It's how many? 9 hours?
It's an hour on a plane.
Okay. I see what you did there. So, but yeah, man. Getting into the mandate and you coming to Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about what happened between you
you know what's
and the other guy?
You know what's crazy about that? On the mandate, we would push for people. We'd push for the gossip, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like because we did that, I feel like I have to answer those questions. I feel like I shouldn't have those things of no. You can't ask me certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's still that. Do you think it was because of Johannesburg? I mean, the lights are shiny here. I mean, it's a big city. You're from East London, it's a small town where everyone knows you. Now, bam, everything is fast. Celebrities,
bro,
drugs, alcohol, everything is. I'm not saying you're doing drugs.
I don't know about drugs.
I'm just saying.
I don't know about drugs.
That's the nature of.
No cap, I get you, bro. I feel like, firstly, in any relationship, bro, you have to understand that you guys need to have one goal, right? So when you go somewhere and you're under pressure and sponsors and people like that ask you, what is your goal? You have to have one answer. If you have two answers, it's going to flop.
Damn.
So there was underlining problems before we left for Joburg. There was already things of, okay, the mandate is kind of it's going to be successful. 2 years, we're going to compete with Mac G. Don't ask me how I know that. But in 2 years, bro, this year, we were supposed to be getting ready to be competing like this with Mac G, right? And
I see that.
hey, bro, but hey, life, dog. But there was already like underlining problems between me and that guy. He was a Casper fan, I was an AKA fan. Already the first flop. Already the first flop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was a few problems, bro, that we didn't resolve when we left East London. And when we got to Joburg, it was too late. Because now people are coming to you and asking you, what's your goal? What do you want to accomplish here? And you giving two answers. Because I want to do this like Joe Rogan experience type thing. And he wants to do, what's another podcast besides Joe Rogan? And something else.
I don't mess with the US.
Okay, bro, that sounds like a personal beef.
Nah, there's no
You know,
personal beef. Bro.
but,
I just don't consume.
When you only listen to Under Construction.
No,
that's the
no,
only
it's not.
podcast you listen to.
My thing is, my thing with the US,
Yeah.
growing up, we've been fed so much
Okay.
of American content that at some point it messed up with their mind for us to think that we're not at the same level or we're not as talented.
No.
That's.
I hear you, but can I rebuttal
But
you?
before
Rebuttal
you
is also a
rebuttal
big
me,
word.
let me finish.
Okay.
A lot of people, and I saw it actually in. It's just that now our hip hop is big.
Yeah.
I would see it when I was listening to SA hip hop. They would call me Motswako in my hood because I'm listening to you're listening to Motswako, and
Yeah.
they'll make fun of it.
Okay.
As if the American
This is
guys.
very
are better.
personal, dog.
Yeah, no, it is.
I feel like you
personal.
just there's a bully that you're thinking about in your head. He called me Mutsako.
No,
I hate you.
It was actually someone that was younger than me, but we just used to chill. We would chill with each other.
Yeah,
They were into like. I was also into American hip hop at the time, but
sure.
I was also deep into SA hip hop. I think around about the time of when Cash Time was coming up, when Tear Gas was still Tear Gas, AKA was still coming up. I think Casper was still with Double HP.
Why do you keep bringing up Casper? But okay.
No, I'm a huge fan. I love. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Even in my hood, everyone knows.
Amen.
When they see me, they see Casper.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where the anger comes from. That you could see that we don't give the same respect to our artists here
Okay.
and the content, not only in hip hop, but when our all the creatives actually we
Yeah.
don't respect them as much. Look at people like Robert Marau. Man, I believe that guy is world class.
Okay.
But someone would think, who's this guy? The commentator from England, Peter Jury. Is
Is this a soccer
Yeah,
reference?
this is
Because I know
soccer
nothing
reference.
about soccer.
I put him at the same level, in terms of broadcasting. It's just that the other one is a commentator and the other one is sort of.
No, in soccer, one of my favorite
analyst.
teams is definitely Super Strikers. That's
I was not reading. It's crazy. So what were we? But that's
No,
why that's where it's coming from.
I hear what you're saying about that, but what I feel, bro, is okay. Let me take this to comedy. That's where I'm getting this mindset from. With comedy and the comedians of South Africa, right? The way they saw comedy was your Richard Pryors, your Eddie Murphys, your Kings of Comedy tours, and those tours were the world-class tours, the best of the best. You didn't see comedians start at clubs and fail and fumble. We only saw the greatest display of art, whether it's comedy or any other art form, right? Because in South Africa, we would get like the concerts, your Michael Jackson concerts, but we never saw Michael Jackson trip. We only saw the big concerts. So T, now what we did was we compared ourselves with the day 100 when we were on day 1.
Okay, makes sense.
And we made ourselves great to day 100, if I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense to the people.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we were world class as a beginning. Everybody is world class, yes. Tina, our beginning phase was world class because we only experienced world class from the beginning. So Tina, when we practiced, we like it has to look like that. There is no flopping. It has to look like what their greatest looks like. So that's why you take a Trevor Noah and you put him in America and he excels. Because what you take as world class, we were doing at the low levels here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's a lot of podcasts, bro, that Mac G could take down in America.
That's the thing, though.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of comedians in South Africa who would destroy comedians in America. I don't want to cause beef, I'm not about that. But we at world class level here. Well, no, they there and they just give it to us like that. I forgot what your question was, but yeah.
I think you all got caught up in the conversation of America versus USA and creativity and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But man, to as we about to go towards the end, man.
Yeah.
You do. I know you have new. The mandate ended, even though we didn't say it. The mandate ended, and
Yeah.
you do read in the room, and I think you have a new podcast with your friend Ash. I didn't get the name of
Yeah.
that podcast. Just let the people know what's that about. What are you? Yeah.
So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I'm really doing right now. I'm on radio, massive metro hip hop on the grind.
Okay.
You know, that's where I'm at in terms of radio. And then in podcasting, I'm doing Nerds in Africa with Asher. Yeah, man, such a dope podcast. It's a crazy concept. I'm super excited for it. There's a lot of stuff that's about to happen. You know, it's an untapped market, man. No one's really talking about stuff like that. I mean, probably they are, but you know when you watch a Spider-Man movie, bro, and you're like, man, that was crazy. Or when you watch Atlanta, for those people who watch Atlanta, or whatever content you consume that's like film and those type of and considered nerdy, when you watch the movie, you're done. Who do you talk to about it?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Same with you, bro, with the hip hop. After you'd consume hip hop, but who do you have the discussion with? So people would always have that thing of you'd watch a really great movie and you don't know what to do with it. You don't know what to call the conversation. We would have the conversation. You would come to us and we'd be like, that was a really great movie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Well, that was whack. Or you
Oh,
only say it was a great movie.
No, we're not under construction. So we would say if something is whack or if something is really cool. You know what I'm saying? That was a joke, by the way. I don't want this episode to be cut, dog. You know. So Nerds in Africa, it's called Nerds in Africa. Please check it out on Spotify, Anchor. It's on every podcasting platform. Check it out, Nerds in Africa. I want to say that more. And then besides from Nerds in Africa, there's something that I'm working on. I'm super excited to do it. People have seen it already, but it was too early. It was too early for it. And I'm going to come with it, and I'm going to come with it with a nice backing. And it's going to be so dope. I'm super excited for it. I think that's the most excited thing I am for it, bro. Yeah.
Is it what you're talking about now is reading the room, right?
I can't confirm or deny, bro. I can't confirm or deny.
Okay, no problem, bro.
Yeah.
So you earlier on you spoke about acting.
Yeah.
And I know you do comedy.
Yeah.
I want us to just speak a little bit about acting. Have you given up on your acting dream? Or which one are you? Because you do a lot of stuff, bro.
I do.
Podcast, radio. You want to act.
I don't want to act, bro. Like I do act. I'm a great actor.
You do comedy.
I'm a flipping great actor.
Okay.
I'm a flipping great actor, bro. I think
No,
it's not even that. I say this because I am, bro. You know, and I went, and for a long time I kind of stopped acting because I don't know if I should tell the story, bro. But I was working somewhere. I don't want to say where, right? But if you know me, you know where I was working when I first arrived in Joburg. Actually, I must say Cliff Central. I was working at Cliff Central.
Yeah.
Right? And they don't know this there at Cliff. Yeah. So I was working at Cliff Central, bro, and I didn't have enough money to go to Cliff Central and an audition. There was an audition that was happening the same day as Span, as work. And this audition place is like big name, bro. If they say yes to you, bro, you on movies, you on series, you on everything South Africa.
Okay.
So I was thinking this is that movie moment where it's like you make a really tough decision, but it pays out. So I didn't have enough money to go to the audition and come home and go to work. So I had to choose one. Either I go to work or I go to the audition. There's Treasure right there. Treasure, sorry. There he is right there. I just want to say a big shout out to him, and I love that guy so much. I want to say it, dog. Make sure I meet him, bro. Hey, whoever, make sure I meet him. I love him.
We hope we get Treasure on the podcast.
Yeah, man, that would be dope.
Pray for us.
So basically, I had to make a decision, bro, and I was so scared. I don't know what decision to make. And they gave me a script to prepare with, right? And I read the script. I memorized it. I was like, I'm in the script. So I chose to go to the audition and not work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. People say it's a bad decision, whatever. I went to the audition. I got there. They were like, okay, read your script. First sentence, like, no, that's not a good fit. They give me a new script, a younger one for more my peers, my age group. They give me like, they said, okay, take your time, go read that script, come back in 10 minutes, and let's do the script, right?
Yeah.
I read it. But I'm nervous, dog. Now they kind of messed me up because I memorized the script, but now, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, bro, whatever. I come back. I mess up, bro. I mess up hard, bro. Like, it is embarrassing, and it's like a full room of people watching you and seeing if you're a good actor or not. And I put down the script and they looked at me and like, why are you here? I'm like, no, I want to be an actor.
I'm laughing. I don't know why, but
I was like, oh, I want to be an actor. I'm like, nah. And they're like, hey, we can't even book you for ads because you look too young. Because a lot of ads in South Africa, especially like are kind of like beer ads or like 18 plus ads, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like you look too young to be drinking beer on TV, but you look too old to play a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Because you have a beard, yeah.
And they told me to stand up. Well, they told me to stand up and like kind of like turn around just to look at me.
Yeah.
You know, so I stood up and I'm feeling myself. I'm thinking, okay, maybe my acting audition was bad, but I look good. I stand up, I turn around, like, you don't have the look, bro. And for a long time, that kind of made me like, kind of scared to act, bro. It kind of made me like really kind of crippled me and kind of created a fear. And it was the first time in a long time I was kind of nervous for something. And yeah, I haven't really been acting since, but I'm coming back and believing in myself again, which is why I say now I'm a flipping great actor. You know what I'm saying? I have to affirm it in myself, bro, because a lot of people are going to say that you're not a great actor. That's not going to be the first time people say you're not a great actor. It's going to happen a long time. So yeah.
Oh, that's a dope story, man. And I'm glad you.
I don't know if it's dope. My feelings were hurt, bro. My feelings were hurt, and you're telling me this is a dope story.
We have to joke about everything. Man.
My bad.
So, man, but I think it's really a dope story for someone that's out there. Actually, to hear the fact that you don't just say, I'm a great actor because of what you've experienced. And I think someone really out there is going to learn and apply the same thing, because this is what we are about, man. We're all about inspiration. We're all about encouraging people here under construction. They say, I know that this is not your type of content.
I'm thinking about a joke, actually, as you like, I'm like, how do I mess this guy up? But yeah, no, continue.
So yeah, man. Let's talk about the last thing, which is comedy.
Yeah.
What's your plans with comedy? What's happening with comedy right now?
With comedy, man, I didn't plan to get into comedy. I think I always felt like there was a comedy bug. And I thought it was going to be stand-up, right? But it's not. So first time I did stand-up, it was at Shakers Extreme. I did it there. Shout out to Ebenezer Tebakwana. He's the one who put me on. You know, he was like, hey, man, there's something about you. Come to comedy. I was like, hey, man, I don't know. And once again, somebody didn't take no for an answer from me. And they were like, no, you're doing comedy. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, you have to come here at this time and you're going to do comedy. Right? And can I just say that other guy didn't show up when I did comedy. So, you know, there was also like underlying problems, bro. But whatever, man. So I went to go do comedy, bro, there. I did stand up for the first time. And I won't lie, man. You see that story I told you about the first time I got on stage and the nerves went away?
Same thing happened.
Yes, but I didn't feel like, wow, this is it. You know, you have that feeling of, this is what I'm supposed to be doing in life.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't have that feeling with comedy.
Fulfillment.
Yeah, I didn't have that thing with stand-up. I was enjoying the jokes, but I didn't have that thing, bro. And
it was forced. You felt it was forced. It was...
I mean, I don't know, dog.
Something that you had to do, like going to school.
No, not like that. I wouldn't, no. I would never choose maths. Never. I would do comedy rather than maths any day, bruv.
Okay.
It just didn't feel like I could be great at this as well. I like to be great at something, you know? And I felt like I could do this, but this is not my comedy. And the thing about comedy is the same thing as hip-hop. Hip-hop, right? There's rapping, there's graffiti, there's beatboxing, there's hip-hop MCs, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with comedy, bro. So you can be a stand-up comedian, you can be a comedic actor, you can have a comedic podcast. And with me, I'm working on something that's both comedy and commentary. Like I said, you guys have seen this before. I just have to work on it a little bit more. And when I did that, I actually did it here at AMP. And the second time I did it, bro, I was like, this is what I'm meant to do. I was doing it. I was like, this is what I'm meant to do. This is my comedy. So I'm definitely a comedian. You know, I haven't like earned the word comedian yet, but I'm definitely a comedian in this sense. And this is my comedy. I'm not a stand-up comic. I'm in this type of comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna see it soon, and then you're gonna. Hopefully you guys love it and you laugh at it, cause that's my comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, man. Okay. At least I thought you were gonna do. For some reason, I thought you were gonna be doing stand-up comedy like Trevor Noah. But
I mean,
yeah,
Trevor Noah also does the Daily Show, and that's comedy as well.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But he also does stand-up, so that's.
I
I
mean,
think he's known for that.
Casper Overs also does stand up.
Let's leave.
Oh, sorry, that's called boxing. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. That was a joke.
But I don't do this. You can't taste Casper on my podcast, bro. Don't do that on your own.
Because I love Casper. I'm just playing around, but yeah.
Yeah, but we've come to the end of the show now, and we have this one thing that we love doing here.
Yeah.
The under construction family knows this. What if you were to describe
Yeah.
your life right now
Mhm.
in a song, right? In a song.
Mm.
Which song would it be? And please, you can rap it or just do the chorus for us. That's our favorite. People react like that every time.
Wow, that's. You know, it's not that I don't know the song. I'm trying to think of the lyrics.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the
You have
lyrics.
all the time in the world.
Do I?
Yeah.
I will keep quiet
I know, don't do
until I
that.
find the lyrics. I'll keep quiet. I'll just do like this.
And you can sing the chorus. I think the chorus is always easy. Like
Can I give you an album, bro? Because I'm failing to think of the lyrics and I don't want to mess them up. Nah.
but you have to sing something for us, bro.
Hey, dog, I'm not a singer, bro. You know what
You
I'm
have to sing something for us.
saying?
You don't have to be a singer. I'll back you up, maybe.
Whew, this is hard, bro. Because I know the song. I'm literally thinking of the lyrics. Maybe you must edit this part out of what I'm thinking, and then I just sing the lyrics.
No problem. I know. Just go for it.
Okay. Okay. What's that thing? Sim, dope. Yo, bro, I don't know the lyrics. Bro. I'm literally trying to think of the lyrics, bro.
You could have just gone with that.
Listen, can I just say it's AKA?
Some dope.
No, don't put words in my mouth. Don't ever. I will walk out of this interview right now. No, but it's definitely an AKA song, bro. It's definitely an AKA album. What's that album where it's like all red and it's like a silhouette just black?
Alter Ego.
No, that's one of his first.
All red is the, man, it's the one before the current EP.
What's I'm a huge AKA and I
I
forgot.
see it, but
Yeah, but that's where my life is at right now. That album
yeah.
is who I am right now. It describes everything about my life right now. Yeah.
What's the name of the album? Flip, and I know the album.
Dog. And I forgot.
Do you have Google? What's the name of the album?
Yeah, I mean, I use Wikipedia actually. I don't use Google.
AKA, we are sorry. We are sorry.
we very
Because I
much
know
are
it's Alter
sorry.
Ego, it's levels, and then it's that album. How can we not know? I see the red. I see the.
And can I say I met AKA, right? Can I tell the story real quick, bro? Yeah?
I'll be googling that.
I met Touch My Blood, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Right now, bro, my life is Touch My Blood. And I was fighting back saying certain things about that guy even because you're going to touch my blood for real, dog. A lot of people are going to touch my blood for real, you know what I'm saying? Lions in the jungle, going in for real. What? Yes, sir, dog. You know, so I met AKA, and can I just say this, bro, real quick? I've always wanted to meet AKA, right? Yeah. And I remember I was going to meet AKA as a cameraman because I was shooting... I was doing video for the place I was at, right? And my idea of meeting my goat, which is AKA OK Wasabi.
Wasabi's dope, though.
I love OK Wasabi. I met OK Wasabi as well. I'm literally trying to meet all my goats, bro. Okay, I love OK Wasabi. I love AKA Childish Gambino one day, Jordan Peele, Anati.
That's obvious.
R.I.P. Ricky, man. I wanted to meet Ricky so bad, bro.
It's funny you say that.
And
you wanted to
Stilo told me I was boys and bugs, bro. He told me on a live that you're boys and bugs. Just get a Joburg and you'll be boys and bugs, bro. So R.I.P. Ricky, man. That's somebody I wanted to meet.
With the Ricky story, I couldn't wait to meet him and say those lyrics from Whole Thing.
Yeah.
Ricky Kosa.
Whole Thing is my favorite song.
So there's a part where Frank Cassini speaks about Ricky Kosa.
Ricky Kosa.
I got blue ticks, guess now I'm verified. Oh, bro. I couldn't, like, literally, I could see it happening. And then he went, I'm like, flip. I don't get to say that line because I couldn't wait. I actually met him when he was launching Family Values in Polokwane.
Did you?
Yeah, I met him. I even had the video. We even took a picture. Very nice guy, man.
I think the new school wanted to meet Ricky so bad, bro. I think a lot of people who are in the game got to experience Ricky, and people were like still coming up. They knew that, hey man, you have to have a conversation with Ricky. You have to. There's just something about like him, bro, that you have to like. If you have a conversation with Ricky, you're in, bro.
Yeah.
You in, and I don't know who's doing that for the kids right now. I don't know who's looking out for the kids, bro. But let me just tell my AKA story, man. I'm going to tell my AKA story. So I was a camera person, right? And I wanted to meet AKA as ironic. I didn't want to meet him as the camera guy. I wanted to meet him as ironic, right? So I remember I called Labang at the time. Shout out to Labang. I don't know why you ghosted me, fam, but it is what it is, man. Labang was helping me out so much at the time, and I called Labang, and I'm like, yo, man, Labang, I don't know if I should pull through today, man. You know, because I felt bad. I felt like I'm not where I'm not where I'm supposed to be in my life, because now I'm gonna see AKA is gonna come to studio, and I'm not gonna meet him as ironic. So I felt like I'm not where I am in my life, bro. So I was like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna come into studio. And then she told me, no, dude, come. Even if you're gonna meet him as a cleaner, come. I'm taking a video of him, bro. And I'm just sitting there, and they're doing the interview, and I'm just sitting. Wow, I'm in the presence of Keenan, AKA, you know. But I'm kind of sad at the same time because I'm not meeting him as who I thought I'd meet him as, bro. But that should just show you, like, hey, dog, you're going to get to that place one day, you know? And then after that, he remembered me. I met him at a party as well. And he remembered who I was. He was like, oh, you. And I was like, yeah, man, can you come through for an interview real quick? And he's like, for you guys, no problem, bro.
Whoa,
and I worked at that party with an AKA shirt, with that actually a Touch My Blood shirt, bro, which is so crazy, bro. And people who know me know that I'm a huge stan of AKA. So, okay, Wasabi, you need to give me a shirt next, because AKA, I got a shirt from the AKA clan.
It's only right.
It's only right, bro. It's only right,
Yeah.
you know. So, yeah, a lot of me is inspired by AKA and OK Wasabi, but I'm also trying to be ironic at the same time.
Wow. Okay. Briefly, lastly,
Yeah.
what are your last words to our under construction community as we close this podcast?
Yo, that's a lot of pressure, dog. I don't know, man. I don't really have wise words to say. Like, and I told you this before. I'm not a person who has this wise words and something like that. All I can say is, if you believe in your craft, do it. Nike, just do it.
It's not in a joke.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to be serious from now. If you believe in your craft, do it. Something I saw from Jim Carrey said, his father wanted to be a comedian, right? But he was like, let me do something safe. And he did a safe job, and then he got fired from that safe job. And they struggled from then on. So rather do something that you love, because you can fail at something that you hate. You know what I'm saying? You can fail at something that you hate, bro. Yeah. And that's something I've been struggling with a lot right now. And I'm sure a lot of artists struggle with that. Sometimes, hey, should I do something like, just to get the money in or something? You can fail at something that you hate, so do something that you love, man.
Yeah.
Those are my wise words for y'all.
And that is it, Under Construction family. From me, your host, Thuso Motsomane, and ironic, Thobinceba. We out.
Bro.